So many of us are afraid to be alone, and honestly, being alone is when and where all the growth you are looking for happens. In this video, I'm going to explain to you three big reasons why being alone is very, very important if you want to succeed to wherever it is you want to succeed, whether it be you're starting a business, whether it means you want to move up in a certain job or whatever it is, get fit, doesn't matter. Being alone is a very, very necessary part of this, and this is where the growth happens. So the first thing I have here is if you can't be alone in your own mind, something is wrong, okay? Take it from me. I used to be someone who always needed to be around people. I always needed to be stimulated, and whenever I was sitting alone, a lot of problems rose up into my brain, and I started thinking about everything that was going wrong. But it's very easy to not address these things when you are busy, when you're occupied playing video games or hanging out with friends or watching Netflix. It's very easy to dull any negative emotions you have going on in your brain. And those moments you're alone are very, very critical, because without those moments that you're alone, you aren't really thinking about what's going right and what's going wrong. So think about it. If you can't be alone in your own thoughts, there's something in your brain you are not addressing. There's something in your life that you are not addressing for you to not be alone. Maybe you mask it with smoking weed. Maybe you mask it with drinking alcohol. I'm not too sure. Everyone handles it in their own way. But being alone and soaking in the thoughts that are going on inside you are what's going to help you grow like crazy. You know, this is something that has helped me immensely in my journey from entrepreneurship to just self-development in general. The person I am today is because I got comfortable with being alone. Now, what does alone look like? Alone doesn't mean you have to sit in a dark room in the fetal position, rocking back and forth. You know, alone means going for a walk by yourself. You know, go for a run by yourself with no music, no distractions, and just think. A tip that I use all the time is when I'm out and I feel there's something going on in my life. Maybe there's something I haven't addressed. I just simply ask myself out loud, what's going on, Mac? What is it that's holding you back right now? And your brain is going to give you that answer. It's honestly an unbelievable tactic that I think is going to help each and every one of you. The second is where attention goes, energy flows. So if you have things going on inside your brain and you are constantly addressing other things, right? You're putting your effort into YouTube, right? You're putting your effort into Netflix, or you're putting your energy into hanging out with friends. Like I said in the previous point, you're just simply not going to address what is going on. And a lot of the time, once we address what is going on, and whatever it is, maybe it's an idea that we need to think of to start this company, or maybe there's a little bit of trauma that's happened, you know, as a kid or a couple of years ago that you just haven't sat on and addressed. That simple thing of just simply sitting there and taking in what is going wrong allows you to move forward. I find it very, very hard to move forward and achieve the things you want to achieve if you're still holding on to baggage from whatever the situation is in the past. You know, it's very, very important that we keep it in the past, but we learn from it, we address it so that we can grow and move forward with no baggage, right? And that allows us to have the energy and the clear mental vision for where we want to go next, whether that be business, whether that be moving up in your job, like I said, or just overall self-development. So go monk mode. This is something that helped me immensely. Monk mode is just when you put a series of rules in place for your life and you are just simply moving away from people, okay? You're moving away from people, not forever, but for a certain amount of time so you can focus on you. It's impossible to continue to grow if you are constantly hanging out with your friends every single weekend, if you're always distracted. You need to use the weekend, utilize the weekend, because most of you probably have full-time jobs throughout the week. Maybe you have families. Maybe it's very difficult for you to have that free time after work to get into this kind of stuff. So utilize the weekend. Utilize the weekend to get better, right? Well, the rest of the world is partying and doing drugs and doing whatever on the weekends. That's where you can utilize your time. That's where you can be alone and you can focus on the things you need to focus on to get to where you want to be. So that's walking, that's working out, that's journaling, right? That's meditation. Doing things that are going to allow you to open up your brain and set it for success. It's extremely, extremely important. The thing I love about monk mode is you're able to go away and then come back a completely different person. You know, I have done this plenty times throughout my career so far, throughout my life so far, where I've gone through stints where I just simply don't hang out with anyone and I'm just focused on myself. I'm building my business, I'm building my brand, or I'm just going to the gym more often, I'm eating healthier. I'm just focused on me. And I promise you, if you focus on you and you do the tricks and tips that I talked about in this video, you are going to set yourself up for success. Remember, it's okay to be alone. It's okay to be alone. That's where the growth happens. The growth isn't going to happen when you're surrounded by all these people and you are just constantly picking up your phone and looking on social media and just scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram Reels. You are never going to get the life-changing ideas that are already in here. A lot of the stuff that's going to make us successful, we already know it's in here, but it's just cluttered with all the garbage from social media, from bullshit drama with your parents or family or this or that. You just have to have that clear vision, and that clear vision is going to allow you to succeed in whatever the endeavor is. So remember, if you can't be alone in your own brain, there's something wrong, there's something you need to address. Where attention goes, energy flows, and go monk mode. Come back a completely different person. If you want me to do a video deeper into monk mode, make sure you comment down below on this video and I will gladly do that. I just didn't want to make this video way too long, but it can be its own video. So just let me know, smash that like button down below, hit subscribe if you're new, and comment some positivity down below. And I appreciate you all so much. I'll see you in the next video.